Hello, welcome to the Semester 1 Virtual Southwest Band Concert. We're excited to share our work with you this evening, and we are going to share with you exactly how we came up with this concert. So first off, students have been scattered around the city, physically distant but socially connected through music. Using Google Meet and Smart Music, we've been able to continue to teach people how to play their instruments and how to play the music. It's been great having large group lessons and small group time where students are able to play across Google Meet, get feedback from me and from their peers about how they can continue to refine their craft. After we've done the music learning, we take it over to Soundtrap, and Soundtrap has become our primary way of collaborating musically. Through Soundtrap, students can record themselves and align their tracks with their peers so that we can actually create an ensemble experience for students. After we take it from Soundtrap, we then use a software called Upbeat Music. And Upbeat is great because students can get their videos recorded, they play along with their backing track, and then with a couple clicks of a button, boom, we get the Brady Bunch boxes to get us our virtual concert. A couple of our videos were actually edited by some film students, so a big thank you to Josie and Luke for doing those. And without further ado, I'd like you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the Southwest Band Virtual Semester 1 concert. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Joe Zawinul was a very influential keyboardist, composer, and band leader. One of his biggest achievements is helping to create the genre jazz fusion, which combines elements of rock, jazz, and funk, and includes heavy use of synthesizers. Joe was born in Austria, and as a kid he played violin and clarinet as well as piano, which would become his main instrument. He came to the U.S. to go to Berklee College of Music, but a few weeks after arriving he got a job offer to play with Maynard Ferguson, so he left school to do that. Joe gained a lot of notoriety playing with Cannonball Adderley's quintet. He composed several hits for the band, including Mercy, Mercy, Mercy. After leaving Cannonball's quintet, he played with Miles Davis for a few years on a few of Miles's most influential recordings. During his time with Miles, Joe founded his jazz fusion band Weather Report, along with tenor saxophonist Wayne Shorter. The group included many musicians over the years, including notable bassist Jaco Pastorius. After Weather Report broke up, Joe founded the Zawinul Syndicate, which ran from 1988 until his death in 2007. Thanks for listening.
Nice.
Come on, that was engaging. That was engaging. I had to smile. Come on.
This is John Rad, a very talented composer.
Born in Buffalo, New York, Rad loved music and loved to play piano. He earned his bachelor's degree from SUNY Fredonia, his master's of music education from the University of Buffalo. Rad also had his master's of arts degree in music theory and jazz studies from the Eastman School of Music. Later, he went on to direct the jazz ensemble at UW River Falls. Rad also taught music theory, piano, and jazz classes. Unfortunately, he passed away in 1990.
Good evening, Secret Agent. Your next mission, should you choose to accept it, is to infiltrate the Long Island Symphony and get close to Murray Houllif and find out the true genius behind his extensive percussion compositions. Murray was mentored by Richard Fitz when he was studying for his bachelor's in music education at the State University of New York, Potsdam. You will pose as another former student of Fitz in order to build a connection with Houllif. When the time is right, you will ask him about his acceptance of the Percussive Arts Society composition contest in order to distract him while you pickpocket the flash drive from his left pocket. This flash drive contains his latest composition and will be extensively studied by our team to find out his true genius. A black SUV awaits for you outside of the doors. Good luck.
Richard Saucedo did his undergraduate work at Indiana University. He got his master's degree at Butler University in Indianapolis. He was band director at Carmel High School in Indiana for 31 years and retired in 2013. He now travels to schools across the country as a guest speaker, conductor, and clinician. He arranges and composes pieces for choir, orchestra, and band. He has arranged over 300 middle school, high school, and college-level pieces. His works include Nocturne for Orchestra, Essay No. 1, and Into the Clouds.
Ludwig van Beethoven was a very popular German composer, born December 17th, 1770, or sometime around then. He was taught by his father in piano, and then he later was taught by Christian Neef, who was also a German conductor and composer. It was under him that he released his first work. Moved to Vienna at the age of 21, where he would learn under a number of different musical artists. His first major work was in 1800 with the First Symphony. Between then and 1812 is when he wrote his most famous work, including the famous Symphony No. 9. Some sources state that Beethoven was deaf by the age of 45. He died in 1827 at the age of 56.
So this presentation is about Jeremiah Clarke. He was born in 1674 in London. He died in 1707. He was one of the pupils of John Blow at St. Paul Cathedral. From 1692 to 1695, he was an organist at Winchester College. Then went back and played the organ at St. Paul's Cathedral from 1699 to 1704. Jeremiah Clarke was known for making Prince of Denmark's March, or Trumpet Voluntary, which got a lot of attention and was recorded by others. Jeremiah Clarke sadly did not go on to make any more well-known pieces because he killed himself because the woman he loved was too good for him, or that's what he thought. This woman was also a student of his. So, yeah.
Tielman Susato was a composer born around 1510 and died in 1570. He was believed to have been from around Germany or the Netherlands. During the 1530s, he began working as a calligrapher and playing instruments such as trumpet and flute. He went on to found the first music publishing house in Belgium in 1543. His son would later take over. Susato composed many pieces such as Renaissance dances, 3 dances, and a book of French songs. He was a Renaissance composer, and most of his work was in a dance style. His music was also polyphonic, which means it had 2 or more melodies.
Ralph Vaughan Williams was born on the 12th of October, 1872 in England. His college music studies started at the Royal College of Music in 1890, where he met his most influential teacher, Hubert Parry. In 1892, he left for Cambridge, where he connected with many academics, including musician Hugh Gallen. When he returned to the Royal College of Music, he became lifelong friends with Gustav Holst, and for the rest of their lives they would critique each other's works. He died on the 26th of August, 1958. Some notable stylistic choices that Ralph made were lots of modal harmonies, unsubtle rhythms and musical ideas, consistent expression of ideas throughout his pieces, and integration of many ideas from folk songs, which overall points to him being more of a neo-romantic composer. However, as a byproduct of him expressing what was kind of the British aesthetic of the time, of like a stiff upper lip and stoicism, some of the elements may almost sound neoclassical. Some notable works of his include Norfolk Rhapsodies, a London Symphony, Sinfonia Antarctica, Hugh the Drover, and On Winlock Edge.
Ezoid Jones was born in 1997 in Louisiana. He completed a Bachelor's of Arts degree from Loyola and double majored in music education and composition as well. He is currently teaching as a private music teacher in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And in school, he studied classical flute, jazz sax, and composition. At Loyola, he also competed in competitive cheer. As a teacher, he now wants to cultivate an environment for enjoyment of music in his teaching, encourage collaboration, and drive personal growth in his students. Ezoid Jones enjoys music from movies and documentaries, ballet, and video games. His compositional influencers include Leonard Bernstein, James Horner, James Newton Howard, Brian Taylor, and John Williams. He is a newly released Spotify artist with 3 current releases, Melanative Dissonance, and 2 songs in the album Of the Littlest Princess, Kaysen's Cloud, and King's Entry.
So I did my composer presentation on Christian Holmes. She is a junior studying composition at the University of Maryland, College Park. She also plays French horn in the UMD Wind Ensemble and is a recipient of the Robert H. Smith Scholarship. In her music, she mostly composes classical music, and the music that she does compose has a strong emphasis on dynamics and stark changes in the songs. An example of this is the flute parts in her song Caged Bird that really make you feel like there's a bird trying to escape.
This is Gato. He was born in 1958 from Akita, Japan, and he studied at Yamagata University. He studied under Shin Ichiro Ikebe and Cindy McTee. In 2001, he moved from Japan to Texas to pursue his music career and began creating pieces. He's mainly known for his legato and warm-tone songs. He now works as the executive director of the Japan Academic Society of Wind Music. Many of his pieces feature the long and warm sounds of the woodwinds and the low, warm, brassy sounds of the brass. He utilizes the combination of timpani, clarinet, and trumpets to create many of his pieces, such as Dancing in Air.
Say, go Southwest!